Right, welcome to our second video on algebra. This is a foundation series working on GCSE algebra questions, foundation questions. We've been looking at simplifying expressions, and what we're going to do today is basically to move on to a little bit more harder ones. Now, before I begin the lesson, some of you might be wondering who I am. I'm a qualified teacher, so qualified maths and science teacher. I got my teaching qualification from the University of Brighton. And I also have Master of Science degree from the University of Reading. Before that, I did Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Nairobi. So that's what my qualifications are. What I do at the moment, I am a full-time teacher in the UK. I teach maths and science. I also do face-to-face tuition. So what I do basically is to visit houses, tutoring students from on a one-to-one basis in their own houses. Apart from that, I also do what we call online tutoring. I use Skype to do a lot of online tutoring at the moment. I am oversubscribed at the moment with the face-to-face, so it's very hard to find me. If you want me to come over to your house to tutor you, it's very quite difficult at the moment. But I've got some chances for some spaces for online tutoring via Skype. And if you're interested in that, what you might want to do is just to send me a text message through my email address, as you can see here. So if you just send me an email, michael.owino1977@gmail.com, inquiring whether I can tutor you via Skype or maybe face to face, just send me the message and then I'll be able to respond and see what we can do. Okay. So I'm a qualified teacher. I work in the UK at the moment. I do tutoring face to face or online. And if you're interested, what you might want to do, send me an email and then I'll respond. Okay. Right, we're going to move on straight to our new topic today, which is basically collecting like terms. You will be asked in your GCSE to simplify expressions like the ones that you can see here by simplifying like terms. What we did in the last lesson was to explain what like terms are. So we're going to just move on quite quickly to simplifying this one. If you want, you might want to pause the video and try it yourself before I go over it. Okay. Right, so thank you. Hope you've done it. Right, so the first thing to do with this is to look for the like terms. Here I've got x, and I've also got another x here being 2x. So this x and this 2x are like terms. So I'm going to start with the x in front. And this x, I've got another 2x here that is being taken away. Remember, the sign in front of the term is what you need to do with it. So we need to take away because it says minus. So that's going to be minus 2x. Now, there is no any other x term. So what I can do now to simplify this, I've got 1x take away 2. So if you think about it, 1 take away 2 is always equals to negative 1. You go backwards from the number line. Okay. So that's going to be negative 1x. You don't need to write it 1 in front, it's just negative 1x. The next term is 4y, so if you put 4y down here, the other y is this y here, and they're taken away as well. So it's going to be 4y taken away 4y take away 1y, which is basically 3y. Okay, 4 take away 1 is 3. Now the next term are the numbers, which are the 4 and the minus 3. So if I do 4, then a minus 3, the answer is going to be 1. Once I've done all the terms, all I need to do is to simplify them. If you have a negative one, what you need to do is to probably don't start with it. Start with this positive one first. It's a good idea to do that. So the answer is going to be 3y. Then you can bring the x as minus. Then you can bring the number as plus because it's positive. Okay. So you got 3y minus x plus 1. Put them together like that. And that is your answer. Okay. Right. Pause this video and try question 4 and also question 5. The answers are at the bottom, but you might just want to ignore them. So do question 4 and question 5, please. Okay, hope you've tried them. So let's just go over a couple of questions here. If I pick question 4e and do that for you, and then I also pick question 5f and simplify that for you. So let's start. Now, the first term I have here, the x's, so I'm going to have negative 4x. So I'm going to have negative 4x. And then the next one I have here is basically negative, the next one I have here in terms of x's is basically add 7x. We've got negative 4 and we're adding 7x. Okay. Thinking about the number line, if you have negative 4 and you're adding 7, yeah, so you got negative 4 and you're moving positive 7 steps, you're going to end up with 3. Okay, so number line, negative 4 at the back, coming forward 4 steps, you're going to end up with 3. So here I have 3x. So I've done the x's. The next thing you're going to do now is to do the numbers. I've got negative 2 here. This is negative 2. And I'm adding 12. So negative 2 and we're adding 12. Again, the number line, from negative 2 add 12 forward, you're going to end up with 10. So I've got 3x and I've got 10. They're both positive, so I'm going to start with 3x and I'm adding 10 because it's positive. If it was negative, then I would minus. So that is the answer to that. So it's 3x plus 10. So if we look at question E, it's 3x plus 10. Right, we're going to do question F. Question F. And we're going to start with apples. I've got 13a here. That's going to be 13a. Sorry, apples. And then I've got add 8 apples there. So 8 apples. Altogether become 21 apples if you add. Okay. So 13a plus 8a is 21a. Then I'm going to do the b's now. So this b here is negative 5b. It's minus. So negative 5b, we are adding 12b. Okay. So negative 12, negative 5b plus 12b. Okay, so negative 5b plus 12b becomes 7b if you use a number line with this. Okay. Now I've got the 21 apples, I've got 7 bananas, and all I need to do now is basically to add the 7. 7 is a number and there's no any other number with that. So I'm going to have 21 apples and I'm going to have 7 bananas and I'm going to have 7. Okay. So always use alphabet. Start with the letters first in alphabetical order, then have the number at the end. So the answer is 21a plus 7b plus 7. Okay. So that's how to simplify that. So if you just want to pause the video and mark your work with the answers at the bottom, please. So pause the video and mark your answers. Okay. Hope you did well on that one. So let's move on to the next one. Pause the video again and try question 6. Question 6 are a bit more hard. So if you want to pause the video quickly and try question 6, A to F. Okay, hope you've tried it. So I'm going to do question F for you. I'm going to just do question F quickly for you. Now with question F, I've got the P's. So I'm going to have 8P. And then I look for another P. I can see I've got here 4P, which is being taken away. So 8P take away 4P is going to be equals to 4P. Okay, so I finish the P's. Then I go to the Q's. I've got 6Q to start with. I've got 6Q there to start with. The next Q I have here is basically going to be this 2Q, which is being taken away. So you subtract. So 6Q minus 2Q becomes 4Q. Okay. Now the next one now I'm going to do now are the numbers. I've got 14 here. The next number is basically 23. So I'm going to do 14 here minus 23. So I've got 14, which is a positive, and we're taking away 23. Okay. Now, usually with big numbers like this, what you can always do is to swap them around if you're taking away. So you can do 23 and 14, you take away like that. And the answer here is going to be 9. Once you've done this, then you're just going to make 9 become negative because you swap them around. So this is going to be not 9, but it's going to be negative 9. Okay, because it's the other way around. It's not 23, take away 14. It's 14, take away 23, which is going to be negative 9. Okay. Then the next thing now, I've got the numbers 14. Now I've got the R. And this R is negative R. The other R is negative 14R. So I've got negative 6R here. And I'm taking away 14R. Okay. Now thinking about negative 6, if you're in negative 6, you're going negative 14 steps. You go 14 steps backwards, you're going to end up at level 20. So negative 20 at the back. Okay. That's going to be negative 20R. Okay. Now, once you've done that, then you just check that you've done all the terms, and then all you need to do now is to simplify. So I've got the P's, I've done the Q's, I've got the numbers 9, I've got the R. So now put them together, starting with the positive ones, and also doing it alphabetically. So I've got 4P there. This is positive, so I write add 4Q. Then the number is negative, but the number can come at the end. You do the letters first. So I've got minus 20R, minus 20R, and then I've got the minus 9 at the top, at the back. Okay, so that is your answer. Simplified. Right, so pause the video and mark your work quickly. So pause the video and mark your work using the answers at the bottom. Okay, hope you did well on that one. Just before we finish off, just to thank those who have been contributing, those who have been sending their donation to this project. Remember, the aim of this project is to make as many videos as possible covering GCSE maths, covering IGCSE maths, covering GCSE science, covering year 7, year 8, year 9 maths and sciences, covering 11 plus maths, 11 plus verbal reasoning, in 11 plus non-verbal reasoning. So those are the videos that I want to do. Now, for me to do that, usually, spend a lot of time doing this in terms of time, also in terms of resources, to buy the software, to maintain them, to update them, to upload them, all that. So I'm so thankful to those who have been contributing to this project. If you wish to contribute as well, a donation, you can contribute any amount, whether it is £1, whether it is £2 that you want to pay every month, whether it is £5 that you want to pay one off, whether it's £10 or anything that you want to contribute. That will really be appreciated. Now, the way to contribute will be to use my bank details, as written here in yellow. If you look at the yellow, put my bank details there. That's my name, Michael Owino. Just use NatWest Bank. That's where bank, and that's my account number, and that's the sort code. All you need to do is to write these ones down, and then you can basically just go to any NatWest branch in the high street and just give them these account details and with the money that you want to deposit, or you can basically do online transfer. You see, if you go to online banking, you can just basically transfer to my account using these particular details here. If you're a student who is watching this and is making use of this, what you might want to do is to maybe talk to your mom or dad if they might be willing to contribute. So then you carry on watching these videos free of charge. I will not charge them. They'll always be there free of charge. But nonetheless, it takes resources to do them. It takes time to do them. And your contribution in terms of donation will be so much appreciated. So, copy these bank details and you might want to share that with your mom or dad if they would be willing to, contribute. So then we can carry on doing more videos for you, for your brother, for your sister, or for your friend, anybody freely. Okay. So thank you on that. Right, so that's going to be the end of our lesson. That's lesson 2 on algebra, covering foundation, GCSE maths. And wish to see you again for lesson 3.